Welcome. Hello. So it is hey, it is very early this grand rise. Welcome. As you can hear my sexy voice at this time. So I'm talking a little bit lower to be mindful. Although you might hear, I don't know how much you can hear, but the crazy cats in the background. But sleeping children, right? Smile. All right, smile. Family harmony. Oh my God, I split the deck. Smile. Family harmony. Oh shit. Right? Simply smile and notice the profound and healing difference it makes. Your loved ones form a strong pillar of support. Embrace their love and put past issues behind you. Right? So, and that's great because when I was shuffling this one and this card flew out, that's what made me hit record and stuff like that. So we're gonna dive in, right? I just feel like there's a lot of like that fear mongering, right? Yeah, there's a lot of that fear mongering in a society, in a generation, amongst our people, right? And I feel like, like especially when like there's shady groups of people, right? When there's shade, right? And shade operates with shade, right? When shade operates with shade, they form a bond in that shade, right? And that bond that they form in that shade is the secrets that they keep in that cave, which is the shade that they play in the world today, right? So this is like a group of um bank robbers, right? They got this bond, right? This bond with each other because of this thing, this shade that they do, right? And so, you know how like when in the movies and stuff, I don't really watch TV or the movies, and I even though I started doing that stuff again and whatever, and as a as a love language more than anything else, right? Like, spending time, with the people that I love and I care about who enjoy doing things like that. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, um so so this bond, right? And stuff like that. But like in those movies, where there's a break in the bond, right? This break in this bond, right? Or, because somebody went in or like those movies, like those mean girl type movies where they like I don't know the fucking name of the movie, I can't remember, but like another Cinderella story, like something like that, or you know, um, whatever the case may be, where people are they form a bond on doing not so nice things. And then when there's a break in the bond, right? Um, one of them from that group, like the leader, the cult leader or something like that, like starts this fear mongering, like just saying stuff like they could be saying a conversation in a room full of regular other people who don't know anything about these kind of bonds, and saying something like that's like double handed, like double meaning. Like it could be like, oh, the sun's shining so brightly, but when people but, imagine, someone speaking out, like, like making like little scary like threats, like, you get what I mean? Like only the other person can get, like, you know what I mean? But like broadcasting that shit. So I feel like a lot of that is going on online too, right? A lot of like that fear mongering, like shit, like bully shit, like that spiritual warfare type shit, that bullshit, boom, kang, 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 boom, kang, 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 boom, kang, kang, kang. Let me stop because it's mad early in the morning. I'm not kidding. But anyways, and I don't have much time anyways. But right, it's like that boom, kang, kang. So you got people in the gray zone, right? Like they're like, I want to kind of go this way, but I've been this way, and now this bitch is in the middle here saying that if I go this way, she gonna tell on me, shit like that, right? So stuff like that. Like anyway, say I don't know, but I woke up kind of funny today. Oh my goodness. So so yeah. So this either way, I don't know where that storyline came from, but it came, and so it spoke, and so it is, and that's just it. I just trust that. So that's another place that we're getting to, right? For those of you tapped in, turn like a chicka chicka boom boom. Mercury, I know Mercury in retrograde, but Mercury is Gatorading up in my department. Okay, yeah. So So, for those of you tapped in, turned on, tuned in with I, right? Um, there's this mind imprisonment that is being transformed at this time, right? But it's transforming, and so it's not that transformation, right? Like, so there's different stages of this process for your progress and shit like that. And so there's a certain type of level of sight, there's a certain type of level of of energy, right? That can keep you immovable, right? Because we got that Eight of Swords type of energy where it's self-imprisonment, right? Because when we think about the regular thing of but look at here, but this is different here. You know what I'm saying? I wonder what it says here in the book. We'll see, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, but um, but intuitive is I. So I don't need the cards to read or anything like that, but I'm just saying, like, we're using it here for visuals and for entertainment. This is evolutionary entertainment for your entertainment, right? And whatever, jack of all trades. What can I say, right? So I just feel like, here we go, and the class sentient, right? Raise your vibration, right? So everybody makes mistakes, right? You can't let, even if yesterday was your past and you did some fucked up shit yesterday and today you want to turn over that new leaf, you can. Fuck what that bitch has to say. Stomp her out. She could get her ass whooped anyways. But we don't condone violence up in here. I'm just saying it's a figure of try me, bitch, right? Anyways, right? So, like, shield yourself. What? Right? So invoke protection to bring the situation to a speedy end. Right? So I just feel like this false sense of entrapment comes from a guilt. There we go. This false sense of entrapment comes from a guilt, right? So it's forgiveness of thyself, first and foremost. Forgiveness of thyself for whatever that may be. So this could be like in relationships too, because we got this Venus in retrograde too. This could be someone not making a move on you because they don't feel worthy enough, even though they are fucking worthy. Right? Because they have this attack on themselves, or this attack of their past, or this attack of whatever the case may be, like or this fear that they're gonna fuck up somehow or something like that. Like, take it as it will. It's just, I'm picking up whatever I'm picking up. This is a general reading, like I said, but I'm just saying someone can feel trapped because of their mindset about whom they are, or what things that they have done, or shame that they can. And this could be like someone too, like shaming you, right? Right, in the present, because they know you struggle with something, and because maybe they don't struggle with it anymore, or they don't struggle with that at all, or they think that they got this superiority, like that they're better than you. Right? That's like people in the spiritual community saying you shouldn't listen to that person because they're a drug addict. Right? Granted, maybe don't trust that person, and or whatever the case may be in terms of certain type of things, depending on who they are and all this kind of stuff. But it's like, making it worse, or making it like, like, I've spoken about this before, and like in my videos and stuff like that, where I've learned to listen to God's tongue, God's ears, God's eyes, like in regular mundane conversations. Like, I've heard God speak in people that you would never believe. And other people just tune them out, don't listen to them, insignificant piece speck of fucking dust. That's why I speak to everybody the motherfucking same. I start off that way, at least. I start off that way. Right? Like, the other day, And this is not me being mean, and this is like, I swear, let people try. Like, we're in such a generational time that everybody's a little bit too motherfucking sensitive for truth. Like, are you kidding me? Like, if you don't like what the fuck you're hearing, walk the fuck away. Like, oh no, 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 cancel that person. They're fat phobic. They're fucking this, they're this, they're this. Shut up and go heal. Go heal through your feels, because this is unreal. Your unhealed aspects spreading its venom all over the fucking planet, acting like something's wrong with the next fucking person next to you. Man, wipe that coal out your own eye. Go wipe your ass. Go take a fucking shower. Sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. That's where we're at right now, right? But anyways, anyways, you gotta understand that on this channel, there's a lot of mofos that come up on here that are from the opposite end of the fucking street and not here for all the right kind of reasons. So I'm transmuting a lot of fucking shit. So yeah, I'm speaking to those that I'm tapped in, turned on, tuned in with, here with love and all this kind of stuff. And I still speak with love, but I also speak with sternness too. And I'm not gonna fucking sugarcoat shit for nobody. Right? Oh, the other day we were at the supermarket, right? We were at the supermarket and they had a bagger, right? And so they have sometimes like special needs baggers, and they have like, you know, or elderly baggers or really young baggers and stuff. So this person happens to be, and I didn't notice it until after, because I just want you to understand, I speak to everybody the fucking same. I don't care. I don't care. Like, you know, it's how you come at me. So this is an elderly special needs type of person. Now, mind you, he's bagging, right? But he has this energy, this attitude. So mind you, I at this point had not looked at him to know that he was so elderly and so special. You know what I mean? Like special needs. And I'm not being sarcastic, so don't come at me. I'm telling my story. If you don't want to hear the fucking story, click the buckety off. That's all I have to say. Like, I don't know what else to say about that. Right? So so I put everything, I tell them how many bags I need, the big bags and the small bags, because I already have it in my mind. Because like if there's not a bagger there, then you typically like either the cashier bags it, but I always help, or I bag my own shit. Like I don't care, because I'm faster anyways, right? Like, and I'll just do it fast, like 1, 2, 3. I'm kind of mindful, like when they're doing it and they want to do it or whatever the case may be. But anyways, so he's putting like like the dog food, the dog bag to the side, like for me not to put it in a bag. And I already read the whole situation, that he was not putting it in the bag because I could carry that. But no, put it in the fucking bag. Nobody asked you to do that. You didn't ask permission for that. And I want it in the bag. So I was like, oh no, it's okay. You could put that in the bag too. He goes, I don't know why. Because I'm walking upstairs, that's why. You could put it in the bag. Thank you. And then after I process in my silence the whole thing as I'm bagging and stuff, so I raised my vibration, right? I raised my vibration. I was kinder too, because I softened up, because I'm like, dude, be nice. And it wasn't that I was being nice. It's just like the audacity to put it in the fucking bag. What is it to you? You're not the one fucking paying for the bag. 1, 2, you're not the one fucking carrying this shit. 3, do your fucking job. 4, that's all you gotta do. 5, thank you very much. Like, what the fuck? And The whole time he was bagging, he was upset that I was helping him bag. But let me tell you how slow this mofo was going. So slow. I gotta go. Mama was making a pit stop. I had somewhere else to be. I had somewhere else to be in a matter of minutes. So I wasn't even being like nasty. Like I'm mindful. I'm real. My whole demeanor was shining. I'm still giggling, and I'm as happy as can be. Right. So but then after, like, he was just so getting so upset. But yo, you still slow. While I did 2 bags, you still on that first one. I'm on my third. Okay, this is why I'm helping you. Like, this is I don't mind. Like, I get it. Like, whatever. So all the way up until the end of the he was unbacking. He's like, well, I don't like to, because the whole time he was bagging, he was telling us how he likes the stuff. Like, I don't want to put that heavy thing there because then we don't want to make this bag so heavy, you know? And I let him talk, like, okay. Well, I'm just stuffing my bags, I'm doing my bags, I'm putting it in. I'm like, that's cool. He waits to go to all the way to the end. And he's like, well, if you would have just let me bag that, I have a way of wanting, I have a way, a system, a way of doing it. And I know that they do. I know that they do. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, thank you. You could do it to the next one. Okay. Thank you. Like, what the fudge? So, yeah. So be mindful of the energies of the people projecting onto you, right? Right? Invoke this protection, right? We look at things a lot externally and we don't like coffee. Ever since I made the switch to mushroom coffee, I have never gone back to regular coffee. Just saying. So, so yeah, so this imprisonment, I feel like it comes from a bashing of conditioning that we've grown accustomed to. So I feel like that's coming up because that's what's up, because we got all these retrograding stuff to revisit, to revamp, to reform, to what words am I looking for? Yo, it's so early. Okay, listen. Okay, listen. I'm here. Okay, okay. I woke up this way. Right? I woke up right. So, anyways, that's whatever the case may be. So I just feel like whatever's going on and out external from you, I feel like that's the judgment of the crucify in your mind of why you're not taking it to the next level, right? So this could be like, let's say, even making poor decisions in relationships, right? You're with, you know that the person that you're with is, like, you're starting to realize whatever the case may be. And so this false sense of imprisonment because, oh, I've been with them for so long. I'm not going to give up on this. Like that is conditioning, you know what I mean? And it's this false sense of entrapment. So raise your vibration, shield yourself from the energies that are around you, shut that shit down. And if you want help shutting that shit down, I suggest that you follow all my social medias. And if you want to take it even a step further, on Instagram at Enchantress, ENCHANTRESS, I have a subscription, right? You can follow for free, which I post mad shit, mad motivationals, mad inspirationals, mad different content, mad different varieties, so many different varieties, because I am the muse of all muses, okay? Muse of all muses, okay? Living here on this perceived reality, earth, whatever this is. Sorry. Oof. Whoa. Clearing the air. We're clearing. Clearing. To everything that needs to, be slayed up in this bitch. Let's crystallize that bitch. Okay, good. I'm hyper now. I'm getting hyper. I'm getting so hyper. Okay. I'm waking up now. We're waking up. Right. So fine. What were we saying? Oh yeah, Enchantress, ENCHANTRESS. But you could also subscribe, and behind the scenes, I have hundreds of infinitely growing content plus more. Because once you subscribe, I get to know you some more. I walk you through the door. We enter the portal together. I show you around. You can get nice and comfy, cozy as you take a look-see around, find that which is calling out to you. And also, upon entering the room, sacred is you too. And upon our energies connecting, I am going to post content specific to you there in the general sacred safe feed. Trust me, I've bumped people out that have felt funny. This is a sacred, safe, motherfucking space. Everybody gets motherfucking energetically scanned up in that bitch. It's not, I don't know you. It's, I see that which you bring, and that is what whatever, because I've kicked people out before, so don't even try some funny shit at that door. But either way, but anyways, it's more controllable now because it's not like I have so many subscribers at this time, right? We're growing it, right? So we're growing it. So it's nice to have this more condensed grouping, right? That is growing, right? That I get to tailor, customize, fit. So while it's in this leveling of control atmosphere, right? Um, it's easier to maintain, right? I'm not saying it's always going to be that kind of way, but either way, there's something in there for every motherfucking body. And the content that's shared in there is exclusive. And what does that mean? It's not that I share it later somewhere else. There may be one or two videos there that I might share somewhere else, and that's because I'm guided to do so. But other than that, and I might share earlier videos, like videos that because everything is pre-recorded anyways, right? So I share videos that early on, like sometimes the message they'll get it first, like shit like that, like early releases they might get, but everything else is all theirs, just theirs, shared nowhere else. You're not gonna. So this is DIY, strategize, this is printables, this is coaching, this is behind the scenes, this is inside scoops, this is so many fucking mana filled things that will elevate, evolutionize, revolutionize, and help you in your glorious journey that is all yours, right? So it's masterful design. It's energy management solutions at its motherfucking finest, the most cheapest coaching you will find anywhere else for you to DIY strategize it yourself, because nobody can do for you that what you must do for you. So if you're into that kind of stuff too, I would suggest you go subscribe over there at Enchantress, ENCHANTRESS. That's me, the one and only. You could also subscribe to my second YouTube channel, which is at Mystic Muse Blog here, Enchantress the Babblers. Mystic Muse Blog, that's my second YouTube channel. Please go show some love over there too. Thank you so much. And then Enchanting Babble on Blogger, right? I've been over there for 10 plus years. You have thousands of content over there for you to explore. I'm talking about spirituality, short stories, animated stories, poetry divine, activations, light code activations, prophecies, prophetic things, spirituality, angel numbers, spirit animals, you name it, anything, everything mystical. I said I am the muse of all muses. So that's over there 10 plus years motherfudging strong. Go check that out too. It's enchantingbabble.blogspot.com. I am also the author to the #1 love oracle book available for purchase and download on Amazon, The Darker Night Light of My Soul, Volume 1, Love Bites. It is a poetry light code activated book. Open it, turn it to any page, receive your oracle for that moment in time, or read from beginning to end. It is up to you. I don't mind. It's however you want to read it at that time, but it's a light code activated oracle, right? Turn to any random page and oh baby, let me know. Let me know. I have gotten nothing but rave reviews by the people who have read the book that I have still yet to read fully. I was doing I had you can go check it out for free, right? And see if it's the type of book that you want to see and have. Go to my my playlist, and it's The Darker Night Light of My Soul, Volume 1, Love Bites live reads. I've been reading it, right? I did like 1 or 2 episodes of that. Go check it out. I'm reading the book to you. So definitely go to my playlist and go to the Darker Night Light of My Soul series, the playlist, that playlist, and watch that and see if it's a poetry book that you would love to have in your collection. And let me know there, because the story is rare and maybe you find yourself in there. You know what I'm saying? So anywho, poetess to divine, that is what I do. Prophecy highlights. So yeah, shield yourself. All right. So moving on, thank you so much for listening to me. I appreciate you letting me do my little adverts, my little inserts, my little, yeah, thank you so much. So, right, so shield yourself, raise your vibration, right? Because there's going to be people coming trying to tickle your nation. Stand by your commitment, let go of anxiety, right? And believe, like, calm your nerves, and you'll be able to hear the voice of your own angels, right? Don't allow people to come with their fuck shit, their projection shit, their bullying shit, right? You might be dealing with some kind of bullying. And let me tell you something, I dealt with online bullying. It's such a long like story, because it's 5+ years of being harassed online, and also with my businesses online and stuff like that, by mass crusaders who are pussy as can be, because let them come to your face. You know what I mean? They'll never do that. You know what I'm saying? They'll never freaking do that. Right. And there might be peer pressure too. Peer pressure to conform to the bigger groups. Yo, rock it out alone. Rock, we're alone anyways. At the end of the day, when all of that shit goes down, for those of you that are tapped in, turned in, like, the peer pressure ain't fucking worth it. Especially if you can't sleep at night, especially if it don't feel right, especially if it just don't feel good. Misery loves company. Seriously. That's why I don't get envious of girl groups and friend groups, because when I look at them, that shit ain't solid. They be talking about each other behind their fucking backs. One walks away and they're fucking talking shit. The other one's sleeping with somebody's man. The other one is doing, yo, snake ass shit. No thank you. No thank you. No thank you. Like, everybody want to take your place. Everybody want to take your space. Everybody want to sleep with your man. Everybody want to do this. Everybody want to fuck your girl. Like, are you kidding me? Be positive. Be positive anyways, because your thoughts will shape your experience. So be sure to focus on the positive. And let me tell you something, when you do, you start attracting the right quality of people for you. And even though that number might decrease, in terms of, like, maybe you went from having 20 friends to now 2. Oh, fucking well, more money in your pocket come the holiday season if you still celebrate that. And so, balanced friendships. Wow. I always get giddy because I love my connection. Like, and I want you to love yours too. I want you to get giddy like that with me, where you just keep getting the confirmation that you need, not the made up ones. You know how some of the, if you ever notice, like, some of the readers, like, they even they pretend to pull on camera, but they fucking don't. They don't, and they don't, and they just good at editing and all this kind of stuff. Some of them look in the decks to pick the fucking cards. I've seen it. Trust me, I've seen it. I used to play cards too. Like, that's also right, because so this is a little backstory, like, and this is true, okay? Because when I was young, I wanted to be a magician. Right. And so by this age of my magicianary, I'm not kidding, I wanted to be a magician. And also, like, I was into jokes. So I used to read joke books and, like, tell jokes to people. And I used to like to mystify people, especially with cards. Because by this time, like, by the time I was 8, 9, 10 years old, like, this is not a kid, like, this backstory, there's people that can back up this story. Like, this is real talk. I'm not making shit up. So um So when I was younger, I used to do like magician stuff, like make things disappear. And I used to do so many card tricks, right? Because I told you I started reading cards like 4 or 5 with cardamancy because the cards talk to me differently. So whenever I used to play with colored pencils, markers, regular playing cards, dice, and paper. I used to draw like symbols and I used to do weird shit as a kid, okay? I'm not kidding. All right. Even all the colored pencils, crayons, and markers, they had lives of their own. They had relationships with each other. It was a whole other kind of world. I didn't have a lot of toys, so I improvised, okay? So either way, so by this time I was 8, 9, 10, mastery at card tricks. Like pick a card, pick any card. I'm gonna tell you what that card is. Like put it back, shuffle the deck, put it. I'm gonna tell you, and then I would do some fancy stuff. And then was that your card? And they'd be like, oh my God, how did you do that? Like shit like that, right? So that was me. I was that child, right? Um, so I was also that child because my uncle, too, and my family, because my parents had me young and stuff like that. So I grew up with them partying. So family parties and all this kind of stuff. There was poker, there was blackjack, there was all this other kind of stuff. So by the time I was 10, mastery at poker, blackjack, and all this other kind of stuff. Like I like I like playing cards, right? So what was the whole point of that? I get into the overshare and then I get shy when I tap back in. I'm like, why are you sharing all this shit for? But anyways, um, so yeah, oh yeah, so I'm the whole thing about when I was saying about confirmation and why I want you to feel this too, like whenever you connect, like you don't have to connect with cards, right? You have to find what speaks to you. Cards are not going to speak to everybody. And then there's such a taint, right? From the history of how they tried to paint like cardamancy, tarot, and all this kind of divination stuff, like painting it out to be so bad and this and that. And so there's a lot of history and karma to these kind of things, like for a spiritualist to really travel through that Dante's Inferno and get to that point in their spirituality where they're no longer defending this, right? It's a high place to be, right? Where I don't need to apologize. You can think whatever you want with your closed mind or your conditioned ways, and you're not going to label me. That you label yourself in that kind of way, like judgment, scorn. Like, no, you're not going to crucify me. Like, that took a long time for me to be really, really open with the way that I am now, just coming from a religious background and stuff like that. And I've been called a witch since elementary school. Sometimes parents were weary about me hanging out with their children because I was weird and I was into this stuff young. And I didn't realize the the at that point yet, I didn't realize how damaging that was to families that were still conservative about Catholicism and Christianity. I didn't see it that way because I thought this was normal. So I was open about astrology. I was open. I'm telling you, from elementary school and all of this stuff, I was asking. I'm so grateful that I was into all of that because I can tell you everybody's astrological sign that has been of importance to me in my entire existence in this land. Everybody that I've had any kind of personal relationships with, from I'm talking about growing up and all, I know everybody's sign. I may not remember their name, but I know their sign. And that has been so helpful for me in my own personal documentation, my own historical documentation, and also my own documentation of evolution that I contribute to society, to our collective, to our human species, our soul evolution. And so for me, like, it feels it's such a wonderful feeling, because I remember when I started, I was about in junior high school. I was in junior high school, so this is 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, okay? No, but I'm gonna go to like high school, because high school I was doing a lot more readings for my friends because I used to write them out on paper. So back in the day when I was in high school, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, I used to do readings on paper, and I used to give them to my friends, because at that time I lacked the confidence, because now that they were asking me to do readings, this is when I began like really studying my tarot, right? Because at that point I was reading tarot intuitively, and because I didn't know the tarot book in junior high school, and this is junior high school into high school, so I just want to explain the progression. So when I was in junior high school, I didn't feel like I was a real tarot reader, because intuitively I was reading all the cards. And so when I began then studying like the book and all this kind of stuff, was in junior high school, right? Because but because it didn't stick all the time, and I have to keep looking in the book. So when I was in high school and I had to look at the book, I didn't feel confident giving readings, but I would always tell my friends, I'm like, it doesn't matter that I don't know every single card. It's never wrong. Like, that's how I've always said. I said it doesn't matter that I may not know every single card, the factual card, like, you know, it, but it's always right. Even when we read it from the book, it's always right. Right. So it's the track record for me. And so, and then the confidence that grows when you read for people all over the world, and you get that confirmation after every single reading from all these people, it's astounding, right? So that's how you grow. You keep growing, like you keep just allowing yourself to not prove to yourself, because that's not what you're doing, but you're allowing yourself to just be. You don't need to prove that to anybody, right? So it just feels good. And I want people to feel good in their intuition. I want people to feel so good in your intuition. You don't need to ask anybody, right? Oh, hold on. Right? So this balanced friendship, right? Because I gotta start wrapping it up. I'm sorry. So your friendships work best when there's an equal share of giving and receiving, right? Oh, you know what I just saw? So, right, when I was talking about that, I know that I'm going all over the place. It's just now I really have to go, and I don't want to lose. I don't want to. My story is irrelevant to this. This is for you. I just want you guys to know that I really want you to feel empowered. There's a lot of people that want you to adore them and idolize them and praise them from the way they make you feel, but fuck those people. They're taking from you. That's a drain. That is a drain. That is a drain of that worship in some kind of way. Worship me. I'm the one that, tell me I'm pretty. Tell me I make you feel so good. Like, unless we're in the bedroom and we're cosplaying and we want to, take it that way, and we want to be, seductive and stuff like that. And that's the thing. But to feed that ego, to feed that narcissism, to feed that sociopathic, um, like, literally, like people just want the worship, right? But what I'm saying is, I want you to have that for yourself. Seriously, because you should. And so don't let these mofos drain you, rob you, steal from you that worship that should be going into yourself. And only then will the quality of your friendships begin to shift and start drawing themselves to you, because you start getting that same quality back. Like, you do, you really, really do. You really do. You start meeting some amazing fucking people that are not about that. So you can walk away from the shade, even if you have shame about it. And don't let somebody bully you either. right? So now it's a leveling of truth and inspection, right? Right? So you're inspecting, you're moving on up. This is progression. So I think that's good, right? I think that's good to get into speak into your truth, right? Right? To speak life into your own world, for your own development, so that you can look at in moderation. It's like giving in moderation. You see temperance here, Queen of Pentacles, because you're abundant, right? Because you are abundant and you have ambition, and you're pouring evenly. You're balancing the act, right? Through any and all hardship, right? For equality, for justice, leading to your ultimate satisfaction. But this is what's being hidden from you, because you have to go through it. You have to go through to get through. You have to go through to get through. You have to go through to get through, right? Because look at inner skill, the magician, right? The magician. There's a message for you coming to in regards to the detachment, and also in regards to the success that is on its way for you. So any kind of anxiety that you are experiencing right now, the inspection that you give yourself, the truth that shall set you free, right, is going to activate the ambition within you to do that which you are destined to do, because your inner skills are dope as fudge. Thank you so much for tapping in, turning on, tuning. Look, your skills is dope as fuck, and any kind of treachery is gonna be fucking obliterated. Oh my gosh, what the fuck, right? Right? Especially in your introspection, right? As you go within, right? You could have been born in 1991, right? You don't have to. You could have been born in 1999, but it's what is going on over there, right? So yes, with logic, right, and patience, right? Logic and patience, your desires, you look to inspire, you could be a Sagittarius too, or have Sagittarius in your chart somewhere over the rainbow, right? Look at rivalry, your rivalries, right? You got clarity because you're the sun up in here, right? And abundance is clear because the mastership you hear, right? Your stamina is unwavering. That's why they mad. They can't fuck with your stamina. Because you ride that was such ambition. And your inventiveness, right? The world. So you're going to be out there in the world, right? For some of you, you might be getting some reward, right? Some kind of recognition, right? Because you are the one. You are the one. You are the one, this world, you are the world's real guru. You're the real guru, right? Will the real guru please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. Will the real guru please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. Will the real muses of the world please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. It's hidden. It's hidden because you are the one. Look at it, it is hidden. But they know. The world is gonna know. The world is knowing everything that you are. Beautiful by far. You are the superstar. You are the superstar. You are the superstar. From the cauldron of truth. Butterfly transformations, that be you. You can have a name that starts with the letter D. You can live in a place that starts with the letter D, right? Here we go. The sacrifices that you made for the things you are armed. Like, so I feel like this two here, like this is like, look, the queen, the king, journeying, right? Like being a part of something ancient too, right? Because I see runes on this, right? That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing it like runes. So there's an activation in you. There's a royalty, loyalty, bond, right? BNDN could be an initial, a state that you live in, somebody that you know, something that you work with. This could be a letter of an animal or something like that too. But look at heart. In the center of your heart, there is a major transformation. This could also be a wedding. This could be a renewal of vows. This can be just your major transformation, right? Denver, I'm hearing, Nevada, donkey, spirit animal. Someone's nana, grandma. Um, Protected. Look at that. Protected. Do you see that? You are protected, right? Fearless. What? Okay, what does that say? Eyes. Oh, eyes. My eyes at each other. Lovely lovely, make eyes, make eyes. Each other. So I feel like there's love. There's a ring of love. You only have eyes for each other, right? Look at the circuses in town too. This is G too. Someone's grandma, something with the grandma, grandpa, someone's dad, family, being with family. You and your family are protected, right? Imagine, know certain kind of things, right? Look at, this is protection too, because look at, these are like angels and things like this. I know you can't really see, there's like angels and dragons surrounding. Oh my goodness, dragon, spirit, animal. Expect a miracle. Expect a fucking miracle. Okay, here, expect a miracle. And then this reminds me of peridot, right? Peridot is a crystal, Peridot, right? H can be where you live. An initial, cherry, someone can be losing their virginity, or someone could be a virgin here. My virgins, my celibate, my abstinence. Also eating cherries. You can love cherries, right? And over here, and you can have a double N in your name if you are here. A double N, henna, henna. Someone could be doing henna. Someone could be talking to God, right? Someone could be from the hood. Someone could be in a gang. I hope not, but who am I to judge? Someone could be reading quotes about Gandhi or something about Gandhi, learning about that. Um, right? Shot through the heart, right? Some truth through the heart, right? Also Anubis, from the Egyptian god Anubis, right? You could be learning the in Egypt and stuff like that, but like you are divinely guided and protected. I make these things, these are talisman and stuff like that. So yeah, the herbs and stuff like that inside, like this is something that I make, whatever and stuff like that. But yeah, something with love too. So something true, right? It could be also like a swahilo. This is a rune. Swahilo is the sun, bringing the sun. You could also be going to the beach, going out into water activities, going by the pool, going by the ocean, going by the bay, swimming, winning too, right? The moon, right? So we're here, we have the moon. Some of you here are psychic, intuitive, tapped in, turned on, tuned in that kind of way. Some of you could be reading palms. But here, this is Hamza, though. You are divinely lit, guided, and protected. Okay, some of these could be into Reiki healing. Some of these could be doing henna. Some of these could be a tattoo artist. Some of yous could also read palms. Some of yous could Fatima here, the hand of Fatima, right? Some of these could be traveling, sailing, going on a yacht, cruising, right? Some of yous could be okay, getting cuffed this summer, right? But look at that says freedom. So it's like, I feel like this is like in like being with someone. I feel like 'cause this is what I feel like this is kinks. You gotta understand, I'm reading this differently and I'm not always gonna read it the way that I do. But I'm looking at this like kinky. This is like in love. This is like someone only wanting you, you only wanting someone. This is being cuffed. This is being cuffed to the bed. Oh, okay. This is that type of play. You know what I'm saying? Q. Your name can have a Q in it. You can live somewhere Quebec. I don't know, but somewhere Q. In a town that has a Q. You could be visiting somewhere that has a Q. Oops. Right. Or I even heard after I hit that pause, like someone could have questions about stuff, right? But you and your family are divinely lit, guided, and protected. No weapons formed against you shall ever motherfucking prosper. Anybody that thinks they can try it, well, they're gonna have to go through it. But you know, we're not gonna go even with threats. You don't have to make any threats. It is what it is. People fucking know, right? Try me home, right? Like shit like that, right? So it's like people already know. They go through it. They don't. That's why they don't tell you. So you got, oh my God. So you got friends or supposed friends or people in your life that silently spite you, silently bite you, silently do shit, and then they go through shit. Right? They go through shit because that's their karma for how they handle you, because they're fumbling the bag with you, right? They mishandled, misused, abused, or they're not there for you in the way that they know that they should be, the way that you are for them. Like they're not a true person in your life. And so you're starting to wake up to see all the little bites that all these people that you've allowed in your life have been taking. Snipe, 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 swipe, 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 swipe or no swiping, that type of shit, right? So it's like, you know what? It's all good. It's all good because justice is here. Justice is here. And so people they go through the stuff and they don't say it. They know that they know that a lot of the bad that be happening to them after, when, especially when they intentionally spite you, especially when they intentionally bite you, or when they intentionally, right? That's the thing, right? Like I have gotten into arguments like with people in my family, where they're like, oh, you know, we're all busy and all this kind of stuff to support you, like to support me, right? To show like an ounce of fucking support in something, right? That how dare I ask, because oh my God, Jennifer, like, you know, we're busy too, like, you know, but let a fucking stranger or somebody that's not blood or something like that have something to celebrate. Like they're like, oh my God, congratulations, let's put this in a family group chat and shit like this and all this kind of stuff. Let me have an accomplishment, and everybody's silent, everybody's crickets, everybody's this, and how dare Jennifer ask for support from her fucking family, shit like that, right? And so like literally, but my whole argument is that you guys, like when it's like my whole argument with the people that I be cutting off is, it's not that you're busy, and it's not that I expect you to have to drop everything and be there and support me. I'm not asking you for that. The part that you seem not to get is that you are watching. You do know what's going on. You do see, like, let's say, even if it's on social media, you do see my post. You just choose to ignore it. See, I'm not doing that to you. Like, I'm not sitting here acting like I don't see your post. When I see your post, you know what? You'll know because I fucking like it. Right? When I know it's your birthday, or when I know, you know, never mind birthdays, because when my family's big on birthdays. Everybody wishes everybody a happy fucking birthday, right? But I'm just saying, like, this is the example, right? That I'm just trying to say. So it's the same thing with certain kind of friends. They act like they don't see your shit. They act like they don't, like, they're too busy to congratulate you that you graduated, that you accomplished something, like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying? Like shit like that, like to show an ounce of any kind of, and if it is, hold on. And if it is, they act like it's so much. It's too much. Like it's too much to do. Like, ugh, like, okay, here, look, I liked your post. You happy now? I voted for you. You happy now? Like that, like, you know, and that shit is corny. So now you're in a different space, a different place where it's like, I don't need your shit. I don't need your support. I don't need your validation. I don't need your like. I don't need any of it. And now everybody's like, their tails, their mouths are dropped wide open. Their tails are in their between their legs because they fumbled the bag with you, because you wanted nothing but love for, like, success for them. Like, you show everybody all this love, you show up at everybody's birthday party, you like thoughtfully shop for gifts for these fucking people. You like, you consciously want them to feel good, to feel loved. Like, you go to all their activities, you go to all their things, and they don't show up for a shit for you. And when you dare say something about it, you're conceited, you're selfish, you're this, you're that. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, now you're like, all those years of like them fumbling that bag with you, right? Now you're at a stronger point. Like, I've learned to value myself. I've learned, and if you're not there yet, you're getting there. That's why you're tapped in, turned on, tuned in with me. You're getting to that point where you're like, you know what, I'm speaking to you from experience, and I'm speaking to you from a place of space, of mindset, that I am peaceful be my ways. Every time I hit my pillow at night, I go to sleep peacefully. Psh. Whatever time that is. It's different times all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, getting into that magical magicianary space of satisfaction within yourself, content in yourself, and no longer having to deny yourself certain things. So that Eight of Swords energy, the first card that came out, it's like saying, hey, certain things that you're doing for yourself, right, is tied into the delusions or the conditioning from the past that you need to see so that you can break free, right? So it could be certain kind of things. And if you're dealing with any kind of like online bullying, right, expect a fucking miracle. Okay. What advice do we have for those tapped in, turned on, tuned in, who might be feeling a little bit lost on their journey at this time and can use a little bit of guidance so that they can steer in the appropriate direction for themselves? Don't be wasteful. Underneath your routine life is a hidden treasure trove of countless blessings yet to be realized, right? Don't dispose of things so carelessly. Don't be ungrateful. Don't take things for granted. Don't waste your resources. It's a shadow side, right, of being wasteful, right? Shadow side of being unaware. Blindly living without considering reality, oblivious, unobservant, blind spots. Let go of filters that color your perception and unveil your false reality. Live life, don't go through it blindly, okay? What else? Gossiper, shadow, stay the fuck away from all that type of shit too, because you just invite that energy into your life. People are gonna gossip about you regardless, and you might be privy to know, right? Like, claripotent be your wave, right? So people that spread rumors and loves drama, snitch, bad mouths, can't keep secrets. Try not to wear your heart on your sleeve and be more selective in choosing friends. Not everyone has good intentions, right? Oh my gosh, they might even, like, someone here, be careful. Someone here might have somebody coming in pretending, posing to be a friend, but meanwhile they're part of a crew of people that are not that friendly. So this is like some mean girl shit, right? Like, I can only speak of it in that way. So this is like, even if you're a dude, right? This is like a dude making nicey nice with you, or even a girl like acting really nicey nice with you, wanting to get information from you, like shit like that, I'm sorry. And then feeding it, like maybe like feeding it to your ops or something like that, so that they can come up with stuff, right? Like, oh, now look at, they went to go do this. Now you do it first. right? Because they're like, you know, shit like that. So look at just go like that to them. That's cornball shit. You know what I'm saying? They behave offensively, rude, inappropriate, harsh, no filter, right? How you present yourself is how people first view you. What are you showcasing, right? What are they showcasing? They can't be fucking trusted. And that's why they're miserable. Misery loves company, right? Right? They may act in contradiction to personal beliefs, right? Duplicitous, contradiction, and consistent. Embrace the complexity of your mind that extends beyond the barriers of logic, and you'll discover a world of wonder, right? Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I have for you. So next time. Bye.